Kelly Ripa reveals she often thinks about quitting Live with Kelly and Mark. Is it time? In a world where television talk shows are known for their dynamic energy, enduring hosts, and cheerful banter, Kelly Ripa has stood out for decades as a resilient and beloved figure. However, in a surprising turn of honesty, the longtime morning show host recently revealed that she often contemplates stepping away from Live with Kelly and Mark, the very show that has cemented her as a daytime television icon. This introspective confession has sparked a wave of curiosity and concern among fans. For someone who has become synonymous with morning entertainment, Ripa's candid admission that she regularly questions her future on the show is as human as it is headline-making. In a revealing moment that pulled back the curtain on her internal thoughts, Kelly Ripa admitted that she sometimes wonders, is it time? A career defined by dedication. Kelly Ripa has been a consistent force in daytime television since 2001, when she joined Live, alongside the legendary Regis Philbin. Over the years, she weathered multiple transitions, hosting with Michael Strahan, Ryan Seacrest, and now her own husband, Mark Consuelos. Her presence on the show became more than just a role. It evolved into a ritual for millions of viewers across the country. Her wit, warmth, and relatability helped carry the program through industry shifts, co-host changes, and cultural evolution. Despite the outward glamour and routine cheerfulness of her job, Ripa's recent introspection offers a rare glimpse into the weight of longevity in such a public role. Hosting a live television show 5 days a week, year after year, comes with a level of pressure and constancy that few truly understand. Ripa's revelation suggests that beneath her polished performance lies a person considering what the next chapter of her life might look like. A new dynamic with Mark Consuelos. The transition to co-hosting with her husband, actor Mark Consuelos, was highly anticipated. Fans were excited to see the real-life couple's chemistry translate to daytime television. Since Consuelos officially joined as co-host in 2023, Live with Kelly and Mark has enjoyed strong ratings and a renewed energy. Their on-screen rapport mirrors their off-screen relationship, filled with playful teasing, shared anecdotes, and marital banter that viewers either relate to or admire from afar. Yet, as charming as their partnership appears, working with one's spouse day in and day out is not without its complexities. Ripa herself has previously remarked on how sharing both a marriage and a professional stage can be unexpectedly intense. We already live together, raise kids together, share everything. Adding this to the mix was a big step, she once said. Now, her musings about stepping away suggest that even a seemingly ideal setup can prompt deep reflection. It's not a question of dysfunction or dissatisfaction, but of personal evolution. After more than 2 decades on the same stage, Ripa is not immune to the question, what's next? The weight of the spotlight. There's no denying that Ripa's job, though glamorous, is taxing. Early mornings, live broadcasts, public scrutiny, and constant relevance are demands not many can maintain for so long. Ripa has been doing it for nearly 25 years. Even the most passionate performers eventually confront the toll of perpetual visibility. In her recent revelation, she spoke of how these thoughts of quitting don't stem from burnout alone, but from a quiet whisper of self-awareness. There are days when I'm walking to the studio and I think to myself, is it time? She admitted. These words carry the weariness of years, not weeks, of considering a life outside the public eye. Her admission doesn't suggest an imminent departure, but rather a moment of transparency that is refreshing in an industry often cloaked in constant positivity. The acknowledgement of these private thoughts adds dimension to Ripa's public persona and makes her more relatable than ever. What would life after Live look like? If Kelly Ripa were to leave Live, what might come next? It's unlikely that she'd vanish from public life entirely. Ripa is a multifaceted entertainer and entrepreneur. She and Consuelos run a successful production company, Melojo Productions, which has been involved in scripted series, documentaries, and reality programming. She's also dipped into authorship with her book of personal essays and frequently guest stars or hosts special events. A shift behind the camera could allow her more creative control, less daily pressure, and the opportunity to shape entertainment from a new vantage point. She may also want to focus more on family life. Though her children are now young adults, Ripa has always expressed a strong commitment to her role as a mother and wife. Alternatively, she could pivot into writing, activism, or philanthropy, fields where her influence would remain impactful even outside of live television. The audience's reaction, support, and shock. Fans were quick to react to Ripa's revelation with a mixture of understanding, sadness, and support. For many, she's been part of their daily routine for over 2 decades. The thought of Live without Kelly feels like the end of an era. Social media was flooded with reactions ranging from nostalgic tributes to open pleas for her to stay. "She's the reason I've watched all these years," one user wrote. Another added, "If Kelly leaves, it's the end of an institution." At the same time, others have acknowledged her right to grow and evolve. "She's earned the chance to choose her next chapter," a supporter commented. "Nobody can do that show forever." This dual reaction, mourning and encouragement, highlights the deep connection viewers feel with Ripa. Her presence on screen has become more than entertainment. It's a source of comfort, humor, and familiarity. Mark's role in the equation. Mark Consuelos has stood by Kelly's side through career highs and personal challenges. Now, with both of them sharing the live spotlight, his role in this moment of contemplation is crucial. If Ripa were to leave, what would that mean for Consuelos? While Mark has received praise for his performance as co-host, his tenure is still relatively new. It's unclear whether the show would continue with a new co-host, shift into a new format, or end entirely if Kelly stepped away. One possibility is that Mark would stay on and usher in a new co-hosting dynamic, though such a change could significantly alter the chemistry and identity of the program. Insiders speculate that any decision made would likely be mutual and thoughtful. The couple is known for supporting one another's choices, and their careers have often been closely linked. Signs of transition? In hindsight, subtle clues over the past year may have foreshadowed Ripa's contemplation. She has occasionally joked on air about retirement, made references to slowing down, and expressed admiration for people who've reinvented themselves later in life. Additionally, her growing involvement in producing and storytelling outside of the live bubble may indicate a shift in focus. As her priorities evolve, so too may her desire to maintain the grueling pace of daily live television. Still, Ripa's commitment to excellence hasn't wavered. Even amid these private thoughts, her performance on Live remains energetic and engaged. It's possible that these musings will serve as a catalyst for personal reflection without prompting immediate change.